Catch me screaming real corny at the Notre Dame. What's up? 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 Y'all good? Y'all straight? Y'all straight? We back. We back. We chopping it up. We chopping it up. We chopping it up. Oh shit! These tabs. Gosh. Stop sharing. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Share. Bet. Close. What y'all on? Let's talk about it. Let's get straight to it. So we talking about T.O. today. You guys don't know, T.O.'s been in the news a lot for the past few days. He's been going at it with Top Rank, and he's been having promotional issues, I want to say, with his promoter. And I guess, they're at odds, but, I'm not shocked. It's T.O. So he's basically, turning down the Subriel Matisse fight, and he's moving on from it, and I'm not shocked, but I want to kind of chime in on how, T.O. has been using, the names of other, fighters and not fighting them. Everybody knows. What's up, Mr. Neezy TV? We in this joint, we chilling, we popping it. But everybody knows, T.O.'s been coming out like, oh, he wants to fight Bud, he wants to fight Jared Ennis, he wants to fight these guys, and you kind of give him leeway because T.O. has shown that he'll fight a guy, and he's been calling out Bud for years, but we know that he doesn't really want to fight Bud. He's just using these guys' name for leverage to build his name up, and it's kind of a sucker move if we keeping it a stack. You basically using black fighters to build your name up, and you don't have to do that. You don't. You make it seem like you're gonna move up to fight Jared Ennis. That's not true. You saying you want to fight T.O., that's not true. You actually turned down, a bag that Turkey Al-Sheikh had for you and Devin Haney, because you're not serious. Every time it's, serious for T.O. to make a big fight, something like this happened. And I was giving him leeway because I thought, oh, maybe he's really about to fight Subriel Matisse. And if you guys don't know, Top Rank offered way more than his contract minimum. You guys don't know, Top Rank has T.O. in a slave deal. It is what it is. He signed a deal. He's in a slave deal, and he's been complaining about money, saying he's never got paid $1 million at Top Rank, which is insane. But if from my knowledge, he had a chance that he didn't have to re-sign with Top Rank. He re-signed, which is on him. So they gave him a deal that was exceeding market value, and basically overpaid him, and he still pulled out. So I try not to say it, but that's a duck. That's a duck. I can't say it's not a duck. It's a duck. A lot of people did feel like you were possibly going to lose to Subriel Matisse. He was they thought the power could be a lot, which I don't think so. I don't think the power that Subriel Matisse has can actually, pose. It can pose trouble, but the guys he was stopping, those weren't the high level guys. And I thought T.O. had a chance to beat him, but a lot of media thought that T.O. might lose to Matisse. So, what do you want? If they giving you more than your contract minimum, that's you've been complaining about this. You can't be mad at Top Rank because you signed this deal. Now, if if you didn't sign this deal and you were, if you feel like, you didn't sign the deal and they were just offering you this, I understand, but you signed this deal and put yourself in this situation. So you can't really blame anyone but yourself. You can't blame anyone but yourself in this situation. So I'm looking at it as, it's blatant ducking. I mean, if they gave you more than you asked for, then they were contractually obligated to give you. You duck. You duck, gang. It is what it is. You duck. Now back to what the situation at hand. He doesn't look like he's serious about fighting anyone. He doesn't. He's using guys name for clout. Oh, I'm gonna fight this guy. I want to fight this guy. And when it's time to actually take action, the fight never gets made. So I really can't respect it from T.O. If you're gonna be like that, saying you want to fight the elite guys, but when it's actually time to get it done, it looks very cowardly of you.
Still can't find my site, even on page
Look,
5.
Teofimo Lopez turned down top
Semrush shows
way
me
above his
exactly
contract
what
minimum,
Semrush
according to what I was told.
Top terms by audience searches for.
So, Britain,
High traffic and easy to rank.
which this fight really
Share
doesn't
your
deserve to be on
opinions
pay-per-view.
with Semrush.
No disrespect to Tio. This doesn't deserve to be on pay-per-view, not one bit. You haven't done anything, I mean, just, to prove that you're a pay-per-view star. I mean, you beat Loma. He's not a pay-per-view star. Even though Top Rank, they try to put the machine behind Lomachenko and make him a star. They couldn't do it because although, he has the complexion for the selection, he's not a U.S. guy. He's not a United States guy. So, it's hard to sell him to that fan base. His English is kind of broken. Even though, he had the skills, his English was broken. So it was hard to sell Lomachenko. And, I'm pretty sure Bob lost a lot of money dealing with Lomachenko.
Even on page 5.
If we keep it in the stack, who else he fought? Josh Taylor. I mean, Josh Taylor was nice, but he's over the hill. I've been saying it. I've been saying it on a lot of videos. If you can go back and check that, a lot of people thought he lost to Jack Catterall, And even though, he got the nod, he didn't rightfully deserve that title. So, a lot of people gave him, leeway, but we gave him credit for that Josh Taylor win, but he didn't deserve that win. Josh Taylor didn't deserve that Catterall win. He got knocked down in that Catterall fight, and I told I was watching the fight. I'm like, yeah, they finna rob Jack Catterall. He's relatively unknown at the time, and he was basically just Jack Catterall. I mean, Josh Taylor's mandatory, so they're about to rob him. So it is what it is. But yeah, this fight definitely didn't deserve to be on pay-per-view. I mean, your last 4, you've looked atrocious, and T.O. hasn't been a fan, hasn't been, making too many fans. I think it's, I don't know what his disdain from black fighters, came from, or black people came from, because, at first he was cool, now, he got him, he's monkey this, his racial remark that. I'm tired of hearing it, from T.O. So I'm fine, somebody really need to grab a hold of T.O., and do something to him, because, it's getting absurd. Now it might be a situation where it's, the mother of his child might be dealing with somebody that, is black, and that's bothersome. But, it's life. You should move on. I don't think he should have that disdain like that, because it's getting to a point where it's blatant. And I had a guy in my, comments like, yeah, man, we said a lot in Houston. I was like, bro, that doesn't make it fine.
Try Semrush free.
It doesn't. Just because you say, oh, it's my culture, what culture? That's not your culture. So guy got in my comments like, yeah, we said in Houston, it's a cult, bro. I lived in Texas, bro. It's
Tremendous is a free
It's
platform that
it's
allows
it's like that,
businesses
but
and gift
trust
cards
me,
of
if
money to recipients in
if
over
I were to
200
refer to,
countries.
you know,
It's global
Hispanics
and
as
it's
some, you
free, so
know,
it's kind of like,
disrespectful,
I can
it
have
wouldn't
my
be the
cake
same
and
type
you
of
can eat it
oh,
too.
it's culture.
Nothing
So
feels
let's
impossible
not
with
do that, you
Tremendous.
know.
Just book a demo at
I keep
tremendous.com.
it as thorough as possible. But yeah, you know, it's a disdain. You know, TL's basically, you know,
Tremendous is a platform that allows businesses to send gift cards and
he
money
has
to
a disdain for, you know, the 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 black fighter right now. You know, he definitely thinks they're getting treated better at Top Rank at a time than he was.
Tremendous is a platform that allows businesses to
Like,
send gift
look,
cards
he's
and money
saying with
all over the
Tiafimo,
world.
you punk.
Recipients love that they can
But
choose
you know,
from different options.
Bill Haney came out and said that, you know,
Such thing as a free lunch.
Tio didn't like the
Nothing
offer
feels
that, you know, that
impossible
was
with
presented
Tremendous. Book a demo at
when
tremendous.com.
Turkey Al Sheik was trying to give him the bag. Turkey Al Sheik, I think it was like 10 million or something like that. That the deal they was trying to get. So, you know, that's
Still can't find my site.
cap. You know,
Even
you
on
just see him
Wait.
basically,
Semrush
you
shows
know,
me
doing
exactly
whatever
which
he
keywords
can. And I think
top
he's trying
terms
to
by
get out of
audience
that top
searches,
rank deal.
high traffic,
And
easy to rank.
I mean,
Discover your winning
you
keywords
know,
with
I don't
Semrush.
think they're gonna I don't think they're gonna ask for too much. I mean, what you think his buyout is? You know, is it something crazy? I don't think it's nothing super crazy, but does he have the money to buy out? You know, does Tio have the money to buy out? You know, I just don't like this because you'll see something like this and like, oh yeah, he really tried to fight Devin. He really wants to fight Devin Haney, but you get the news that, you know, he's turning down all type of money because this money not good enough for him.
Semrush shows me exactly which keywords work. Top terms by audience searches, high traffic, and easy to rank. Discover your winning keywords with
Which is
Semrush.
crazy, you know. It's surprising to me, you know, I'm glad that, you know, Bill kind of came out and addressed this, you know, that Turkey did offer them the bag. You know, they were supposed to do it. But, you know, Tio got the nerve to try to offer somebody something, but he out here big. And I told that he gonna fight for peanuts as long as he was Bob. I'm making real money. I mean, yeah, you know, Devin kind of got a point. You know, that's why I was shocked. You know, you got the news that you got the news that you got the news that Tio's trying to offer Ryan 55-45 and all that. Like, bro, that's insane. Like, who is Tio to offer somebody 55-45?
Time and manage your entire client workflow. And
Like,
client
come
reporting.
on, this guy, you
Grow
know,
your agency
we
faster
know
with
that Tio
award-winning
isn't a
tools.
known commodity
Try
in boxing.
Semrush.
I mean, he's known to the hardcore, but as far as casual, the casual doesn't know who Teofimo Lopez is. And Devin was just kind of going through the same thing. He really doesn't really have that much room to talk. You know, he had to go to BLK Prime to get his bag because, you know, after the Ryan Garcia situation, nobody was trying to offer Devin. So he you know, he kind of got a point, but, you know, he's kind of, you know, in the middle because he had to go to the weirdest, you know, network around, you know, and that's where everybody goes when they're trying to get a bag and still fight. You know, Deontay Wilder is supposed to be fighting on BLK Prime. You know, it's not a serious network, but who knows? You know, we said that about the Zone, and look at them. You know, they're one of the last ones standing. So, you know, we can't really just do too much talking. But yeah,
it's global and it's free. So it's
you
kind of
know,
like,
look, they said
I can
Tio
have my
is
cake
expected.
and
You
eat
know,
it
that
too.
fell through.
Nothing
So
feels impossible with Tremendous. Just
he's
book a
called
demo
out
at
Terrence
tremendous.com.
Crawford, Jerron Boots Ennis, Haney, Ryan Garcia, and Javante Davis. See, this is what I told you guys. Look, now, you know, back to what I was saying. Look, you call out Terrence Crawford. You know, Terrence Crawford isn't gonna entertaining you. That's why it kind of looks like clout chasing. You know, Terrence isn't gonna entertain a fight with a Teofimo Lopez. No disrespect to him, you know. He's not entertaining that, you know. Boots, You know, Boots. I mean, if you go up to 47, Boots may entertain it, but you still with top rank. So, you know, how is this gonna fall through? And I don't think Boots is interested. You know, he's trying to get the champion. So I don't think Boost is going to entertain a fight with Tio. So that's a situation that's probably not going to happen. Haney, you know, we know you don't want to fight Haney because you turned down the offer. You know, you said you told your attorney you didn't like the offer, and you know, I don't think the offer was bad. But if you guys know, he's been ducking Haney for years. You know, they were supposed to fight on, you know, Matchroom when he was doing a little Matchroom situation. You know, he's been avoiding Devin Haney for years, and I think he knows what would happen if he get in there with Devin Haney. You know, so that's kind of why, you know, T.O. has been pushing that on the back burner. I think that might be his cash out fight. You know, Ryan Garcia, him addressing Ryan Garcia with anything 55-45 is insane. Like, I told you, like, that's a delusional man. Like, what the fuck is you doing? You talking about 55-45? What universe does Ryan Garcia take 55-45 from Tim Lopez? So it's no chance we're getting a Ryan Garcia fight. You see, don't you guys see the pattern here? He's using these guys' name to keep his name relevant. If we keeping it a stat, you know, like it's laughable at this point. At this point, you know, and I don't even want to say Gervonta Davis, you know, Gervonta Davis. We know Gervonta Davis. You know, T.O. Gervonta is not gonna force himself up to go to. He's not gonna go to 40 to fight T.O. He's gonna make T.O. come down to 35. Why would Gervonta give T.O. any type of advantage in a fight between the two? Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it a stat. We know Gervonta isn't giving T.O. an advantage, but 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5 is brothers that he called out. Black fighters, you know. Then you call out the Nick, a big name like Ryan, but you're trying to say you on a 55-45 split. You're not serious about fighting anyone. You're not. You know, we gave you that. You know, you fought Josh Taylor. You fought Vasily Lomachenko. But since then,
discover your winning keywords.
But since then, oh, they got you right pulled up. Cool. But since then, like, look at this. Okay, cool. We can start from the Vasily Lomachenko situation. Cool, you fought Vasily Lomachenko. Cool. And a lot of people thought Vasily Lomachenko was banged up, you know, shoulder injury. That's no excuse, though, for Vasily Lomachenko because he took the fight. So I'm not going to say, you know, T.O. doesn't deserve that win. He doesn't get credit. Lomachenko took the fight. Even though Lomachenko didn't throw a punch for 6 rounds, you know, some people thought that it was a draw. I think Andre Wood might have scored a draw or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But it was just hard to give, you know, Vasily the fight because he didn't throw a punch for the first 6 rounds. Cool. You win that, you become unified champion. You lose the very next fight to somebody relatively unknown. You basically make him a name in boxing overnight. It's you. Now you see this, cool. You lose. You don't want the rematch. You're scared to take the rematch. And if you guys don't know, that the rematch was on the table for this, you know, but it didn't happen, you know. We know why. So he moves up to 45, Pedro Campa. He knocks Pedro Campa out, but cool. This is where it gets fishy. You fight Sandor Martin. A lot of people thought Sandor Martin got the nod here. I watched it live. I thought it was very close. You could have gave Sandor Martin 7-5. In all honesty, you know, he boxed pretty well in my opinion. But cool, they give you the nod. Split decision. You fight Josh Taylor. You beat Josh Taylor. Cool. Even though a lot of people think Josh Taylor shouldn't have been the guy with the title at the time, we still give you leeway. we still give you a lot of leeway. We give you a lot of leeway. And I give you credit for this win because I still, you know, even though Josh Taylor robbed Jack Catterall, I still thought I looked at him at very high regard, you know, and thought it was respectable. Cool. This fight, they say you won UD. Very close. Definitely could have gave Jermaine Ortiz the edge. Somebody, you know, I wouldn't be shocked if somebody scored it for Jermaine Ortiz. This is a journeyman, a nobody, and he had your face looking crazy. Like this, like you see this, they have been protecting Tio at top rank and keeping him from the killers. And I don't know what's his issue in trying to get away, but they've really been doing him a service. They haven't put him against the killers. They haven't gave him nothing dangerous, because look at this. What is this guy doing getting a title shot? What is this guy doing getting a title shot? And then nobody even knew what was happening. So, you know, I'm trying to see, you know, I told you guys, you know, Tio is talking like he wants to fight these guys, but look, this is 1, 2, 3. This is his last 5. This is his last 5. Does this show a guy interest in doing anything, you know, significant? If anything, it looks like Top Rank is trying to protect him. But yeah, he's complaining. I'm not getting money like I should. Look who you fighting: Steve Claggett, Jermaine Ortiz, Sandor Martin, Pedro Campbell. Okay, you fought Josh Taylor and you fought George Campbell. You lost to George Campbell. But I mean, I wouldn't pay you for Steve Claggett. I wouldn't give you crazy money for Jermaine Ortiz. Josh Taylor, I will give you some decent pennies for that. Sandor Martin, no. Pedro Campbell, no. Like you got to look, and you went to Matchroom. You know, you went to the zone for here. You know, I'm pretty sure they compensated you well for that loss. You know, notice how when you finally leave Top Rank, you lose. You know, I find that hilarious. Stop Richard Comey. This is when he was at 35. He looked at, you know, great at 35 is when he got to 40. You know, and that power advantage, you know, that size advantage kind of left, you know, because Tio was nice at, you know, 35. I give him that. He was kind of nice. But when we got to 40, it started getting shaky for him. It started getting real shaky for him at 40. So it's to a point where, you know, I'm starting, you know, get kind of irritated at Teofimo Lopez, you know, because you calling guys out like you really want to fight, but you don't want to fight guys. If we keep it at a stat, you don't want to fight guys. If you pay attention to anything, you know, you'll notice signs for sure. You'll notice tendencies and patterns, and you'll see, you know, if these guys really want to fight somebody, you'll know. Look, he just wants to, he's saying he calling out these guys, but we know these guys aren't fighting Tio. And I just broke it down. I told you why. He didn't really want Ennis. He was using Ennis' name and for clout, trying to keep his name relevant, you know. And I'm kind of glad, and I was mad that, you know, Ennis turned them down and told him no, because I kind of thought it would have been a big fight for Ennis, you know, a name. But I'm kind of glad Ennis turned them down. You know, he knew he wasn't serious, and you can tell when a guy is serious. And look, and we know Gervonta not gonna fight him, so you know you guys don't notice a pattern here, like with this man. We know Gervonta not gonna entertain a fight with Tio. That's common sense. We can't get Gervonta to fight anyone, really. So why would he go fight Tio, especially at 140? So it will have to be Tio coming down to 135. This is a common pattern right now that I've noticed, and I've grown irritable about it. So I'm addressing it, you know. We on live, we chopping it up today, you know. I'm not doing anything today. So I'm like, let's get on live and let's talk about what's been going on. You know, it's Thursday. I told you guys I'll go live on Thursdays for you. I'm gonna try to get a second day for you guys. Get y'all a second day where we can, chop it up. But yeah, Terrence Crawford, I'm not even entertaining him fighting Terrence. And the guys that, actually want to fight him, he won't fight. I'm pretty sure that if Richardson Hitchison, I think that's Richardson Hitchison will fight you. I'm pretty sure Keyshawn Davis will fight you. Those guys, you don't want to go out your way and fight those guys. If you call out that lightweight, I'm pretty sure Keyshawn Davis will move up to fight you. He's about to fight Dennis Berinchik in February, I think. February something. But I'm pretty sure he would for sure go move up to fight you at 40 after he get that title from Berinchik. So yeah, the fights that you actually can get done, you don't want to get done. Sabril Matisse, what type of money do you think you deserve for that type of fight? I'm just trying to see, am I wrong? Am I tripping? Am I tweaking? What type of money does Teofimo Lopez deserve for a Sabril Matisse fight?
Nothing feels impossible with Tremendous.
I just don't see it. I don't see you going out your way, I just don't see it. If you were a guy that sold tickets, you sold a lot of pay-per-views, and cool, that's understandable, but you're not that. Tio is a guy that has to go through the ringer to get to where he really wants to be. He's not, I told you guys in was it alive? I told you that some guys just have the it factor, some guys don't.
It's global and it's free. So it's kind of like
Tio's a guy that doesn't have the it factor. Why do you guys think he re-signed this deal? He signed the first bad deal with Top Rank. Cool. You young, you coming up, but you re-signed. He didn't really think he was gonna be at this echelon. Because if we keep it a stack, as far as Teofimo Lopez's skills, he's definitely an overachiever. Yeah, I just have to keep it all the way real with you guys. He's an overachiever. Hold on 1 second. I can't just sit here and say he's not. Because if you gonna say, oh, I thought Teofimo Lopez was gonna be unified champion just by far as his skill set, no. Top rank got lucky with this, and that's why they don't really mind, because they got him under. I'm pretty sure it's a slave contract, and they're paying him peanuts. Everybody knows it. Everybody can see it. We can see that he's getting. I don't want to say it's not fair because you signed this deal. You chose this path to fight. So I can't just sit here and say, oh, Tio deserves. Yeah, you signed a deal. It's on you. So I'm not gonna be whatchamacallit, I can't, save you. It's on you. You signed this deal. You took on this responsibility. So I can't just sit here and say, Tio is serious out here, because I think he's an overachiever. He wasn't supposed to get here, and he got lucky. So, and Top Rank benefited from it. Because if he had any self-belief, he wouldn't have signed that terrible deal. And everybody knows that. You wouldn't have signed that type of deal if you had any self-belief about you being legit and being a superstar. We see, Kurt got up out of there because he knows. Like, he trusts his skills, to survive on any other platform. We know that, when Tio left Top Rank, he lost. Everybody can see that. You left Top Rank, you lost.
It's global and it's free.
It wasn't. The moment you fought off of Top Rank, you lost.
Just book a demo at Tremendous.
And if you weren't on Top Rank these last few fights, you might have a loss or two. That's just me being real and keeping it as honest as possible. You know, I'm just kind of annoyed. You know, this guy's constantly calling out a certain type of fighter and using that certain type of fighter for, you know, his name and keeping his name relevant. I don't like that. So, you know, that's why I came on here, you know,
Tremendous is
and
a
made sure I
platform that
addressed it
allows
because
businesses
it's
to
getting
send
kind
over
of corny
cards and
from
money
him, you
all
know.
over the
And
world.
I do
Recipients
think
love that they
T.O.
can choose from over 2,000
might got the short
options.
end of the
Plus,
stick, but
it's
that's on
free.
him. And he's not a guy that can just, you know, sell tickets and he has that it factor. You got to go out there and beat everybody to get your name, And it might not be fair, but some people got to realize, bro, life ain't fair. You know, I understand that. Life ain't fair. So it is what it
Tremendous
is.
is a
But
platform that allows businesses
yeah,
to send gift cards and money all
let
over
me
the
move
world.
on though,
Recipients
because
love that they can
I'm
choose
kind
from
of
over
getting
2,000 options.
kind of
Plus,
tired talking about T-Ho. That's, you know, some people call him T-Ho. But, you know, I try to keep it respectable. Now let's move on. Canelo Alvarez. A lot of people think Canelo Alvarez is getting slow feet when it comes to Terrence Crawford, and I don't know why. You know, I don't know why. I've been an advocate. You know, no disrespect. You know, I love Crawford, but I've been an advocate on saying, you know, that's too much weight. You know, for Terrence Crawford. And I love Bud. I think Bud's one of the best to do it. I do give Bud a lot of credit for being, you know, one of the best in the sport. I do think he's number one pound for pound if we keeping it. I think it's him that I got NOA, you know. But I just can't see it where he's at. He's at 54 right now. And you saying, you saying he should he should he should go all the way up to 68. Hold on, you guys. I'm editing my whatchamacallit. Yeah, my bad. And you saying he should go up to 68, two more weight classes to fight a super middleweight. And I know you guys think, you know, it's a skill. And I always think, you know, skills do pay the bills. Don't get me wrong. You know, being skilled is very, you know, severe. Now, a lot of people be like, you know, might not think, oh, it's just 14 pounds. 14 pounds is a lot in boxing. These guys don't really weigh what you think they weigh. Like, some guys might walk around at 200, 220. Like David Benavidez, I'm pretty sure he walks around about 210. 220, something like that. He walks around super heavy. I know that for a fact. Like, I remember you guys back then, 2017, 2018, you guys used to see Tank when he looked like the, you know, a little the little muffin character about a face. He was walking around heavy, 170. He was getting up there. He was getting big, 175, 180. He was getting heavy, you know. Spence said he get to 180, 190. These guys, they drain water out of their system to make these weights. They don't you know, you got rare instances where guys fight with their walk around weight. You know, that's rare. You know, when Floyd was fighting at 47, that was probably his walk around weight. But that was his fifth division. That was his walk around weight. He had to actually eat up to fight at 54. When he was fighting at 54, he had to actually eat up, which I don't think was the smartest idea, you know, but you know, he was such a guy that was in great shape, so he could, but he was eating up. He had to eat fast food and unhealthy things to actually stay on weight. So, you know, when guys are like, oh, Floyd need to move up to 60, his body couldn't physically do it. So I just didn't see it. But yeah, we saying that, you know, Canelo, you know, was started at 47, 54, 60, 68, and he still might walk around 190, 185, 190. And we're asking Crawford to go up there and, you know, get that done. It's going to be tough, in my opinion. It's going to be tough. And I would definitely be rooting for him. Don't get me wrong. You know, I would definitely be rooting for him. I just think, in all honesty, I just think that's too much. No, and that's no knock to, you know, Crawford. I just think the weight is too much, you know, and a lot of people didn't like his performance against Israel Madrimov. I actually thought he beat Madrimov pretty decisively, even though Madrimov was pretty decent in the fight. I thought Crawford got it done, in all honesty. But going up to 68, that's a whole different monster, in my opinion. And you got these guys, you know, these medias that want him to go up to 68 to run the gauntlet. Look, if Crawford proves it by moving up to 68 and running the gauntlet through David Benavidez, like, bro, why do we want that man to go up there and fight David Benavidez, David Morales, Archer? Come on, man. You basically saying, I just want you to go up there and lose so you can prove your point that you deserve Canelo. Like, I don't want to curse, but sometimes these articles they be losers, like, and you can kind of tell. They be kind of losers. Like, you can tell by what they say and how they say it. They be losers, and it kind of rubs me the wrong way. I can't sit here and lie like it doesn't. It rubs me the wrong way that, you know, some of these guys move like that, you know, because if you really think, and the guy's on the cusp of retiring, like, I'm pretty sure if Crawford gets this Canelo fight, he might hang it up after this. You know, so why do we want him to go up there and fight David Benavidez, David Morales, Archer better be Christian? Like, bro, don't we realize that this guy is coming from what did Crawford just 35? 35 was his first title, if I'm not 30. Let me go check. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Look, what did Crawford get? His 35, I want to say. Gotta make sure. You know, I'm glad I can fact check things. Yep, 35. He got his first title. 35. He got his first title against Ricky Burns. We beat Ricky Burns. We went overseas to beat Ricky Burns. You know, so we 35, 40, 47, 54. You know, 60, that'll be his fifth division, you know, winning the title in. So, you know, I really think that's tough. You know, 60 ain't just a walk in the park. And we saying go up the following weight class to 68. I don't think we asking what do we realize we're asking for, you know, from Terrence Crawford. Or we're asking a lot from him. You know, and I think he can do it, and I would definitely root for him. I want him to get the fight, and that's why I'm on here talking about it, because I'm getting this feeling. Why does Canelo have such Pluto facts? I do think Bud should stay away from Canelo. No disrespect. I think he should. I think it's too much. I do think it's too much. But I'm trying to see why Canelo getting slow feet though. Like I mean, I do think it's should be an easy bag for Canelo. You know, and I don't know why he's trying to play the role like, oh, we don't want to see you fight Bud. He's too small. No, I know Bud too small, but I do think if Bud think he can do it, why doesn't he deserve to get that shot? So that's kind of what's rubbing me the wrong way, you know. And, you know, a lot of people think, you know, you have slow feet when it comes to, you know, Terrence Crawford. Why is that? I've been an advocate, you know, and I'm not going to be one of those guys to be like, oh, yeah, Crawford can beat him, and I would definitely root for him to beat him. But I've always been an advocate saying that's too much weight. That's too much weight. It's weight classes for a reason. And I love Bud. I think Bud is very talented. He's special, but that's a weight class for a reason. And I don't think in the situation, if they fought, I don't think Canelo gives Terrence Crawford I'm gonna fight you at 64. He's not gonna give him any advantages. So we know, like, the fight's gonna be at 68, but Canelo might come in there 195, 200. Like, I know if Bud fight at 68, he's not gonna rehydrate that high. The highest I've ever seen Bud weigh, he posted on Instagram, he was probably about 177. And that was him like not training, he's vacationing, he's not working out. When he starts back, I'm pretty sure he'll shred all that weight off, that water weight. So I think it's I think it's a lot, I think it's too much. That's me personally, but I think why does no, bro, you ain't Pluto. Trust me, I'm saying that I think it's too much. Like, me personally, I think it's too much for Terrence Crawford. Now, Pluto, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Terrence Crawford doesn't deserve to get the fight. That's what I'm saying. I thought the Madrimal fight was tough, but I definitely think Terrence Crawford got that done. But yeah, like, that was his first fight at 54. Like, and we saying go up to 68. I'm with you. I'm with you, Pluto. I definitely think it'll be tough, but if anybody, I would definitely root for him. I'm not saying he's gonna get it done, because you can go look at any other on my videos with me talking about Terrence Crawford and Canelo. I've said that it's too much weight for Terrence Crawford. I've always said that on my channel. And I love Bud, I support Bud, but I've always said that's too much weight. Going up to Canelo, that's dangerous. I've been an advocate. I think weight classes are in the sport for a reason. That's why I kind of get irritated when fighters, when media and guys be like, oh, Inoue need to fight Gervonta Davis. Bro, why does Inoue got to go up to 35? That's why I'm kind of glad Tank was like, no, bro. He know, like, that's too much weight for Inoue to go up to 35 and try to compete with a Gervonta Davis. That's kind of why I'm glad, Tank kind of, didn't entertain that fight, because it could have been, bad for Inoue. Inoue just got dropped against Luis Nery, and we saying, oh, we want to see you jump up. What is it, 26? 2 more weight classes? Like, he's about to go up to 26, I think, and I think he fought Nery at. Oh, Bam is nice. Ooh, Bam is nice for sure. For sure. I'm praying they make that fight. If they can make that Bam and Inoue fight, I'm definitely tuning in to watch that. Bam, if y'all ain't seen Bam Rodriguez fight, it's definitely worth your money, you guys. I would definitely recommend anybody to go watch Bam fight. He's definitely nasty, but yeah, this is I don't like this at all. Crawford has to go up there to prove himself against David Benavidez, Dave Morrell, Artur Better. This is a guy, he said 75. Christian Mbili. Like, why would he have to go up here and fight these guys for one fight? Like, that makes zero sense. Why? Yeah, Bam and Inoue, they're gonna both of those guys should get paid handsomely for that fight. I'm definitely, if they announce that, I don't really cover, a lot of the small guys, but I'm definitely gonna give that so much coverage. Both of those guys are nasty with it, and I think those guys are nice. I can't sit here and lie. Like, Bam ain't nice. I would love to see Bam and Inoue get it on. I think that's one of the hardcore fans would love that fight, and I'm definitely an advocate for that. So but yeah, back to topic, y'all. Like, bro, everybody knows Terrence Crawford is going to fight Canelo for a one-time thing. He's not trying to go up there and contend at 68 and be the best ever at 68 or 75. Bro, it's simply one fight. It's a big mega fight. Canelo has already showed us we're not trying to fight David Benavidez. David Morales not going to fight. Artur Beterbiev, Sunju, and said we don't want to fight Canelo. So, why not? And I know he's saying, oh, the fans aren't going to give me credit for the fight. I'm not going to get credited for the fight. They're going to be like, he was too small. I mean, shit, you didn't say that for Amir Khan. And I got the argument with a guy on Twitter. He was like, oh, Amir Khan was a welterweight. He fought at welterweight before he fought Canelo. Yes, he did, but he really was a 40-pounder. His best was at 140. And you guys can't tell me Amir Khan's best was at 147. Amir Khan's best was at 140. That's just me keeping it a stack with you guys. I do think, you know, we just saw a fighter, Alexander. Yeah. You're right. But if for Terence Crawford to actually go out there and beat up Canelo Alvarez, he would have to box the most perfect fight. It would have to be the most perfect fight. He would actually have to step towards, you know, Canelo and get some respect from Canelo Alvarez, which would be very tough, you know, getting respect from Alvarez, in my opinion. Hold on, you guys. Oh. My bad, y'all. My bad. I was changing the title. I'm talking about Tank 2. Tank Lamont, you know, I'll get to that later though. But yeah, I'm not with it. You know, I told you guys I love Terrence. You know, I do think he's special. You know, if he wants to fight, I'm all for him getting in. I would root for him, even though I think he's gonna lose if he takes the fight. I'm a root for him. If y'all in here, make sure y'all like this live for me so everybody can see it. If y'all in here, just click the like button for me. I love you guys so much. We in here though, we chopping it up. But I'm a root for Crawford for sure. I'm a root for him. I'm gonna make sure I root for him. But I just do think, me personally, it's too much. I can't sit here and lie and from my mood to y'all, because I try to keep it as honest as possible on her and not lie, because if you watch the Madrimov fight, Madrimov, you know, he was tough, you know, and I think it'll be so much that's going into that fight. How is Crawford going to handle putting that weight on? It's, you know, you have to put the 14 pounds on the right way. Do you put muscle? Bro, Canelo's 5'8" with a shorter arm reach. You got a great point. You got a great point. But I'm not saying he's gonna knock, but can Crawford earn enough respect to where he doesn't get walked down by Canelo? Can you answer me that? You know, can Crawford actually keep Canelo off of him? That's the real question we can ask, because we saying size, he's 5'8", but if you look at their frames, it's two different frames. Canelo got this stocky linebacker type build, and Terence Crawford got this slender type build. And Terence Crawford does have the reach advantage, but like I said, he would have to, and that's what he would have to do: box the perfect fight. He would have to box the perfect fight to beat Canelo. And I'm not saying that, you know, I wouldn't root for Crawford. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna root for him because that's my dog. But me personally, you know, it's weight classes for a reason. You know, let's not do that. Like, it's weight classes for a reason, and we asking Crawford to put on another 14 pounds, y'all. It's not, he just got to 54 and we asking him to go 14 more pounds. It's a lot. Now, can he do it? I'm for sure gonna root for him, but I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. And I'm here to, you know, because I don't want y'all to come back. Oh yeah, man, you said Bud was gonna stop him, and no, I didn't say that. I said I was gonna root for Bud. I ain't say what was gonna happen. And that's just me being. Okay. So the Floyd fight, Floyd beat him, but Floyd made him come down to 52, if I'm not mistaken. 51, 52. Cool. So, you know, Floyd had that weight advantage. You know, kind of drained Canelo, some people say, but you know, Canelo team said, yeah, we'll take the fight at 52. That's on them. Now, Crawford isn't going to get that 4 pounds. Like, he's not going to get the fight at 64 or 62. He's not going to get it at a catch weight. It's going to be at 68. Now, Canelo lost to Floyd Mayweather when Floyd Mayweather was arguably one of the best, to do it at the time, doing it at the time. And Canelo was green. Canelo was super young at that time. He was 20 something. He was super young. So Crawford said that coming in it. Yeah, I can see that, but you still giving up 8 pounds. Like, gosh, I don't think we understand it. Like I would definitely Bomac. I think Bomac and him, that's probably gonna be their game plan to box. They're not gonna go in there and slug it out, but they're gonna have to go in there and earn some respect though. You don't think they're gonna go in there and get it done without like actually hurting to keep Canelo off of him? He's gonna have to earn some type of respect. But but Canelo losing to Floyd, he was green at the time, and Floyd was one of the best doing it. I'm not saying that, Canelo and the team was being cocky and took the fight. That's on them. I'm not saying it, they discredit Floyd win. That was on them that they took the fight. Now, him fighting Better Bill, I think that was more of Canelo getting in there and thinking, Beaver was sweet. And Beaver was, strong and actually could box really well and actually keep control the distance with Canelo. And he had the power, the respect to keep Canelo off of him. So if Crawford wants a chance to win this fight, it's going to rely on him being able to keep Canelo off of him. And he's going to have to use that 81-inch reach to box and jab. But eventually he's going to come to a point in the fight hold on. I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna get to that. No matter what, he's still gonna have to earn some type of respect in the fight, because it's gonna be up to a point where, okay, I can't box right here. I gotta sit down and actually earn some respect, and that's where the trouble lies, in my opinion. But if they can stay on their toes and jab and box all night, I definitely think they got a chance, But I just, me personally, I think it's too much. But no matter who wins, Canelo was signed to fight Spence, so why not Crawford? See, this is why, Spence has a more of a come forward style, and even though I thought Spence would have got raped by Canelo, Spence wasn't gonna beat Canelo. PBC was basically selling Spence if Spence beat Crawford, they were just selling his O to Canelo. I talked about that. A lot of people thought Spence could beat Canelo. Nah. I've never said that. I thought it would have been tough. But I always said PBC was selling Spence's O. We're trying to get that Canelo fight done. And I think Spence knew the type of payday he was gonna get making that type of fight. That's just me being real. And if he would have beat Crawford, yeah, they would have made the fight, but they knew he would have lost. I'm not gonna lie and say they didn't know he was gonna lose. He was gonna lose, but they was just trying to get the fight done, in my opinion. But yeah, Tim Bradley. But in all honesty, Tim Bradley does think, Canelo is scared to fight Terence Crawford. Tim Bradley has been saying that, for a while, that Canelo is running from Crawford, and Tim Bradley thinks Terence can do it. I have to ask. Hold on, y'all. 1 second, y'all. Let me hit my Saturday's basketball games. Oh, they just cancel my games, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm hitting up my mentor on live. See what he say. I just shot the text out. Hopefully he texts me back, and I can I can tell y'all what he said. He's the biggest Bud fan there is. And he's definitely gonna say Bud for sure. Cause I try to tell him, like, that Bud is about to fight Canelo, and he's a boxing head too, but he's gonna say Bud strictly out of diehardness. He don't care. He's gonna be like Bud through and through. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of media, and And I feel like, the media is trying to put on these, hula hoops for Crawford to get to this fight. I mean, what does Terrence Crawford have to do? I've been undisputed at 40. I've been undisputed at 47. I'm a 4 division champion. Like, what else do I have to do to get this fight? In my opinion, I don't think I've seen a lot of less guys get the Canelo Alvarez fight for less. But I'm trying to see, why does Terrence Crawford have to jump so many hula hoops to prove he's deserving of a Canelo Alvarez fight? What is that doing? Y'all, why Canelo name not popping up? Hold on. Maybe I'm spelling his name wrong. Oh, so I gotta put Saul. My bad, child. That when he put his real first name. But cool. We can look at his last 4. Like, okay, cool. Edgar Berlanga. Like, bro, he 22-0. What has he done to deserve a Canelo Alvarez fight? He got it. Jaime Munguia, you guys, got on by beating a welterweight in Saddam Ali when I think he was he at 60? Was he at 60? Let me go see what did he fight Saddam Ali at? But he fought Saddam Ali, you guys. This is where he hit the scene. They fought at 54. And before that, nobody knew who this guy was. He fought Saddam Ali and beat him. And that's when he hit the scene. But Jaime Munguia, he wasn't deserving of that fight. If we being honest, he wasn't deserving of it. John Ryder. What did John Ryder do to deserve a Canelo Alvarez fight? See, this is why I don't like, media and all this new media saying, oh, yeah, Canelo has to fight this guy to get the fight, this guy. What did John Ryder do? Gennady Golovkin, okay, Golovkin was deserving of the fight. I guess. Dmitry Bivol, he thought this was a cherry pick right here. He thought this was a free lick and lost. He thought that was a free lick and he lost. Avni Yildirim, what did he deserve for the shot? Caleb Plant was, the champ. Billy Joe Saunders, you put Sergey Kovalev on a rehydration clause. Caleb Smith, UK bum. Like, Danny Jacobs, I guess he's never been what everybody thought he was. Rocky Fielding, nobody. Gennady Golovkin, yeah, and a lot of people thought you lost his first fight. Drained him, like, you fought Mirkan at 55, like, but I'm talking about at 68. Edgar Berlanga, what did he do to deserve it? Jaime Munguia, what did he do to deserve it? Jamil Charlo, this was a 54-pound Jamil Charlo. John Ryder, what did he do to deserve the fight? Like, so why does Terrence Crawford have to be, held hostage, for a fight? That's what I want to hear. Why does he have to be, he has to go through hula hoops to get the Canelo Alvarez fight? Let's just be real. Like, look, Canelo, don't run away from this. You already ran away from the Benavidez fight, said Tim Bradley. And And he definitely dug. He dug Benavidez. Everybody know he dug Benavidez. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows he dug David Benavidez, and he wants 200 million to fight David Benavidez, which is insane. Why do you need 200 million to fight David? I just don't see. I don't understand. Canelo's predictable. Punch you on the arm, then look at the body. Yeah, you right. Bro. Too Rich, Mr. I don't know your name, but Too Rich, bro. I'm just gonna call you Too Rich. I definitely think Crawford can give him some trouble, but I just think it's gonna be a situation where he has to earn his. If he can earn some respect from Canelo, he can possibly go out there and get it done. Don't get me wrong. I just think it's too much weight. That's I don't want to go back on my word, because that's what I've been saying. I've been an advocate for it. And I thought, I just think, him, if Canelo's like, yeah, I'll come to 64 for you, or, something like this, 62, or, it's different. Now him, it's asking for a lot from Crawford. But back to what I was saying, bro, we already know you didn't want to fight Benavidez. I'm glad Artur Beterbiev, said that I'm not trying to fight you, which I don't know if it's true, but I'm glad he kind of sung. If you guys don't know, Artur Beterbiev, undisputed champion at 175, said that he's not really interested in Canelo because Canelo has never really said his name, and Canelo did come to 75, but he never really entertained Artur Beterbiev or even said Artur Beterbiev's name. That's a real fact. I ain't gonna sit here and lie like this. Not, he's never really said anything about Artur Beterbiev, and he knows. I don't think he wants to get in there with Artur Beterbiev. Even though Artur Beterbiev is older, he might wait till Artur Beterbiev is on his last leg, loses a few times, then try to fight him. But right now, Beterbiev is not getting a Canelo fight. That's why I'm kind of glad. Beterbiev said he didn't want to fight him, but a lot of people don't. Tim Bradley isn't the only one that feels this way, So why is Crawford got to go through the gauntlet? It's kind of shocking me, It's shocking me at this point, and that's kind of why Beaver beat him. Beaver kind of realized, bro, I'm just gonna hit you with this 1-2 and control the distance and see what you do. And he couldn't stop that. Everybody's talking about the weight. Yeah, you're right. And Tim, when the last time Canelo knocked somebody out, y'all can quote, he's gonna knock Crawford out. Canelo's the same height as Crawford, and Canelo started at 40. He's not a natural 68 pounder. He's been at 68 for so long though, and he's a big guy. So I can see what Tim Bradley is saying, and he has, a lot of self-belief in Crawford. So, I got to give him that. But I don't think he realized that Crawford started at 35. Crawford started pretty small. So, I don't think he's realizing that in the situation. Crawford started small. He didn't start at 47 like Canelo. So, sorry, that situation. So, I don't want Tim Bradley to be talking out of fandom, because he's an analyst. He really has to. But if he believes this, I can't be mad at him. If he believes that Terrence Crawford can go out his way and beat whatchamacallit, and beat Canelo, I'm all for it. No disrespect. I'm not gonna say I'm not. I'll talk about that next, and then I'll talk about the whatchamacallit. My bad, y'all. Y'all like the stream, though. This is my second stream on my MacBook. Trying to learn how to work it. I'm trying to get used to it and see how to work it. But yeah, Tim Bradley made some points. Canelo isn't the tallest guy. He isn't, but I don't think Tim Bradley's equating Canelo's frame into the situation, in my opinion. But I want to see the fight. I do think it's too much weight. But if Crawford really wants to fight, then I'm gonna advocate for it because if he has to self. Oh yeah, it's looking like this is why I got on here, and I added this topic to because it's looking shaky, like bro. And I think Turkey Al-Sheikh offered him more money than that. If I'm being realistic, like I think Turkey Al-Sheikh offered him more money. Let me go check. Let me check for you guys. What did I think Turkey might have offered him something close? Turkey might have offered him something close. I just forgot what it was. Gosh, I gotta find it for you guys. I gotta find it for you guys, but I think Turkey offered him more than 60, and he didn't want that, so who knows? It seems like he's not really interested in getting this done. Yeah, see, like Turkey was trying to get Crawford, the fight because it's respectable. Everybody wants to see it, but I don't think it's more of the money thing. I think it's more of the power dynamic. If you guys understand me, it is more of the power dynamic. Turkey Al-Sheikh coming in with the big bag, basically, forcing Canelo to do something that he doesn't want to do. That's probably what's rubbing Canelo the wrong way because he definitely turned down a lot of money to get the fight, and so I'm over it at this point. I want to see it strictly because Crawford wants to fight. But as far as who I think will win, I think Canelo gets it. But I would definitely be rooting for Crawford, and I would get on here and say I'm wrong as fast as anybody on YouTube. If Terrence Crawford does win, so that's no problem. A lot of people on YouTube have their problem. Oh yeah, man, I was wrong about a prediction, and you go into hiding. I see a lot of guys' channel end like that. Trying to base your channel around one fight, like Earl Spence losing to Terrence Crawford. A lot of YouTube channels disappeared when Earl Spence lost to Terrence Crawford. A lot of YouTube channels disappeared, and you didn't see those guys. And I told you, I wanted to tell them guys, like, bro, you can't build your channel off of one guy. It's not smart. Like it's you banking on if him going undefeated is how you gonna be. It's not the smart idea because as soon as he lose, all that kind of buzz goes away. Because it's more of just fans on his fans on your channel. We're keeping it real. That's why I try to keep it as non-biased possible on my channel, so you guys can tap in. But let's move on. Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach. Let me pull that up. PBC and Lamont Roach, they've been working overtime to keep this fight. No. This is what we'll talk about. Yeah. And they've been doing whatever they can to sell this fight. Tank Davis retiring, Tank Davis, saying the fight's off. They've been doing a lot and and trying to keep this fight relevant. But let's be real, you guys. This is not, this fight is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, falling off because it's not a big fight. Let's just be real there. Like it's not a high level competition. You know, we see Lamont Roach getting a fight, and shout out to Lamont Roach, but he's unmatched. You know, he's overmatched here. You know, let's not lie like he's not. He's overmatched here. You know, Lamont Roach in a situation where he has to fight Tank, that, and I think it's a lot. You know, it's him bringing up a 30-pounder that can't punch. You know, that's, you know, he resume is limited. Like it's a lot that's missing from Lamont Roach. Like I love him, you know, I love him. I'm supporting him, you know, because I support, you know, anybody that's, you know, getting in their ring. But it's 25, 1-1, 10 KOs. He's 29. He's fighting Gervonta Davis. His last fight was cool. Y'all see, this is his last fight. I'll put it up a little bit higher. Hold on. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. Perfect. Cool. Y'all see this? This is his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is his last 7. Like, there's no knock to him. Like, this guy's a guy that's outmatched. Like, there's no knock to him. That's I you know, like Fiergo McCrory, 16-0, but who is this? Heck, Luis Garcia. I know this guy. His only loss is to who? Gervonta Davis. You know, you got the split decision in that fight. I think you got the knockdown in the 12th, and I think that's kind of what edged. But Angel Rodriguez, like Rene Alvarado, Daniel, like, come on, like you lost to Jamil Herring. Like this resume is very limited from Lamont Roach. Like I can't just sit here and say, you know, he's deserving of a Tank fight. But who's ever deserving of a Tank fight? Let's just keep it a stat. You know, we like Tank, don't get me wrong, but this is a consistent pattern from Tank. He's pulled this off for years. If we keeping it real, he's pulled this off for years. Alberto Mercado, I know Mercado. I know who that is. This is a very limited resume. But you know, if you guys wanna say you're content with a fight like this, I mean, I can't say I am. You know, I think this is a mismatch. You know, I don't think it's a good fight, and there's no knock to Lamont. You know, but hopefully he comes out to fight. But from what I've seen, you know, this ain't nothing. I don't think he has the power to keep Tank off of him, and it should be an easy night for Gervonta Davis. You know, I'm glad that, you know, fans finally started giving him pushback for fighting guys like this. You know, this is the first time I've seen his fans on Twitter actually complain, you know, about him fighting a guy like this, because this is a no name. This isn't anybody respectable. This is a no name. This isn't. Look. Oh yeah, y'all. My mentor. I'm on live. I gotta tell him I'm on live. I told him come in on the live so y'all can see him. But yeah. Hold on, y'all. Somebody calling me. 1 second. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm on live. Hold on. Well, what's up, Co? Yeah, I can. I got you. I'm finna hop off here and go do it. You hear me? Yeah, my bad, y'all. Yeah, I'm back. This fight is like a division game. Bro, no, it's not too rich, bro. This is a mismatch. This is a clear mismatch. Like, this guy can't punch. Like, his best 2 wins, his best 2, names on his opponent, he's 1-1. Jamel Herring, he lost to Jamel Herring. That was in 2019. That was 5 years ago. So he was probably, I guess, and he had a split decision with Hector Luis Garcia. Like, if it was a big fight, I would have for sure be like, yeah, it's a big fight, but it's not. It's not. I can't be real and say it is. It's not a big fight. The guy clearly is outmatched in my opinion, but I do think Tank has always done this, No. That was the amateurs, bro. You got headgear on, It's headgear and 15-ounce gloves. So, I've never been big on amateurs. So I'm not one of those guys that, oh yeah, he whooped him in sparring, he's gonna whoop him in the fight. I've never been one of those guys. So, and I don't think amateurs is meaningless of what's gonna happen in a fight. That's maybe you do see a guy, you probably remember his style of it, but this is the pros. It's 8-ounce and it's no headgear. That's just me being real, They did, it was good bumping the amateurs, and that's the amateurs. But I've always been a guy that I don't take heed to what amateur sports and what that is, and But yeah, I'm gonna hop back off. I'm gonna hop off, y'all. I love you guys. I'm probably gonna hop back on probably after the Penn State and Notre Dame game. I'll hop back on and give you guys another live. But I just giving you guys a little quick live because I was bored and wanted to chop it up. So I'll give you guys another one in probably in this evening. So shout out to y'all for pulling up. Shout out to you for Too Rich. Shout out to Too Rich, y'all. He just said he subscribed. So shout out to him. Pull up tonight, Too Rich. We'll chop it up tonight, all right? But I'll see you guys. Love y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm out.